What's up, what's up, what's up, everybody? It's your girl, Kanika Shanae, aka The Pretty Hustler. Good evening. Welcome to another Tea and Hip Hop episode. Y'all forgot I was media? No, I'm joking. I'm going to be sitting down or having a live convo, live interview with AnthonyxJohn in about 5 minutes. So. I'm on Do Not Disturb. Richie Love. Winston Williams. Hi. Swagger Dan. So yeah, like I was saying, I'm going to be going live with Anthony and John. I got my tea in my cup. Cherokee the singer, hello. Thank you everybody for joining my live. I appreciate it. In a few minutes, we're going to go live with Anthony. Thank you. I think it's the light, boo. It's the light. So yeah. Pretty entrepreneur. I know. I'm on D&D, so if you're out, I'll hit you after.
I'm loving all of my faculty. Pimpin' and shouting named Chastity. Ironic for taking the fall is the only time that bitch gon' get a pair after me, bitch. She said she wanna go half with me, yeah. I said that bitch to think practically, yeah. She called me Anthony, I said no Chastity, yeah. You can call me a majesty, yeah.
Anthony came on early. I love it.
I'm on the drink, all I have with me, that's why I need double kick. And Chastity asking me when I'm over. Unlock it, the key in the pocket and bust it right down for AJ in the hustler.
Ooh! First of all, that part at the end where it says the hustler.
Yes, sir. Yes. What's up? How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Very good.
I'm going to turn down your music just a little bit.
Okay.
Thank you for coming on. I want to make sure everybody sees me. Great.
Good.
How was your night so far? How's your day been? Your Columbus Day or your Indigenous Peoples Day?
It's all right. Went to the gym today, worked on some music, some album promo. Can't complain so far, you know. How was yours?
Honestly, I did a really big accomplishment today. I had bought like one of those cube shelves, and it's been sitting in my hallway for about a month.
Okay.
And I put it together by myself.
There you go. Directions or no directions? Directions. That's all right. I couldn't do it without the directions either.
Come on, give me a little credit. Why you had to hit me with the directions? Yes, I definitely put on I use the directions. Like I can't do it without it. Honestly. And the directions help me a lot. I don't put together things. Yeah. I get people to put them together for me. So this is a big accomplishment for me.
There you go. That's a win.
So let's start off with you giving everybody who you are and where you're coming from and what you do.
Okay, so my name is AnthonyxJohn. I am a rapper from Long Island, New York, more specifically Mastic, out east. I drop freestyles every week. I freestyle with Funk Flex. I have records with King Crooked from Slaughterhouse, Cassidy, And I am dropping my new record, my debut studio album on October 16th. It's called Red. So that's a little bit about me.
Oh, that's great. You gave them more than I thought you were going to give them. That's awesome. So how do you feel it is living and growing up in Did you grow up in Long Island, or you just live out here?
All my life, I'm a Long Island baby. So
In your whole life you lived out east, or did you live in Nassau at one point?
no, I lived in Mastic Shirley. It's Shirley Mastic. But yeah, all my life I went to William Floyd. And yeah, I mean, I can't complain about it. I love it here. So
Oh, really? Okay, good. How
yeah.
do you feel as far as the music scene is? Everybody was receptive to you being a rapper and, choosing that type of path?
Yeah, we got a lot of dope artists out here too. Everybody, even in my school, I mean, I was a very quiet kid, so it was kind of surprising to see me rap or whatever, take on this like big personality. But everybody was pretty receptive, especially since when I won the Funk Flex contest to freestyle with Funk Flex. That was big for me, and everybody like really hopped on the bandwagon after that. So.
How was that? Do you feel like the selection process was fair and you got to a good point to, to win, and everybody knows your name? Funk Flex noticed you, is that that was like a big accomplishment for you, no?
Yeah, no, probably my greatest accomplishment to date, and I definitely thought it was fair because I won, but yeah, no, I thought it was fair. He got a good like a great reward for people to join. Like I got to open for A Boogie and Rich the Kid, and then I went to go to his YouTube studios and freestyled with him, and he posted it on his page. So it definitely helped me out with my exposure and everything. So salute to Flex.
That's dope. That's dope. So after you spit the freestyle for Funk Flex, did more doors open up for you as an indie artist?
It definitely did, just in the fact that I had like a cosign, like an official cosign. Like everybody knows who Funk Flex is, Even it was just like with the little smaller indie scene, people took my music a little more serious because, I got Funk Flex. He's all over the radio, and he's got the dopest spitters on his platform. So that's just a huge cosign for me.
Absolutely. He definitely has some hitters on his platform. Come exactly. On and rip the mic.
Yeah.
How many people were in this competition?
Probably a huge amount. I don't know, probably thousands, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, he did a competition like every week, I believe, or every 2 weeks or something like that. So there'd be winners every 2 weeks. I think I was the 5th one chosen, if I'm remembering correctly. But yeah, but it actually worked out for me because the 5th one was the only one the first one to get like a big opening performance, like for like A Boogie and Rich the Kid. Previous ones just got a Funk Flex freestyle, but I got both, so it turned out well for me. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got both. I got all the perks. Yes.
Definitely.
So when you met him, did he give you any pointers, anything that you could take along with you on your journey, in your creative journey?
He's, it's kind of weird because he's a very quiet guy. Like, he's so loud on the radio and like such a big voice, but like in person, he's just like, he's very quiet, very to himself as well. So we didn't get to chop it up as much as I would have liked to, but he definitely helped me out, so I can't really complain. So
honestly, I wouldn't even take that. Well, I don't take it personally. Most DJs are like that, and most personalities are like that. I'm like that. Like on a regular, I'm cheerful and like I'll talk to you or whatever, but I'm not the first one to be like, "Hey, you want to be my best friend?" Like,
yeah, me either. Yeah, no, definitely. I'm quiet, reserved, and everything, so I understand.
I would like to say that this would be our alter ego. Yeah. The rapping for you, and then the radio and media for me.
Exactly.
So you actually just did a cypher this past weekend.
I did, yes.
The H2O cypher. How did that go?
It went very well. We did Cypher by the Brooklyn Bridge. I'm not too familiar with Brooklyn, but it was a very nice scene in front of the Brooklyn Bridge. We had a lot of dope spitters. H2O was out. The King Indeed was out. And, you know, I think there's 4 or 5 artists, but we spit over the new Nas Spicy beat off his new album, which was very dope. And, yeah, we had Josh Jacobs, who was just there. I think he interviewed with you, yeah, a little bit ago.
That's the homie.
Yeah, he
Josh, and Exile was in there too as well.
Yes.
Another one of my big brothers.
Yes, they all bodied it. But Joshie actually showed up late, and then, like, we were just wrapping up too. And he comes in and he just grabs the mic and he absolutely bodied it for like 3 minutes straight. It was sick. So very.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, of course not.
That's him. I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah.
So what would you say as far as your lane of artistry goes? Would you put yourself under like boom bap, trap, woke, spoken word? Are you more in like the Drake lane?
Well, it's actually funny. I try to be like really as diverse as I possibly can. I'm very barred up, you know, very metaphorical, simile type rap. But this new album that I got coming out, it's very Drake, very Bryson Tiller inspired, with a lot of soul, 90s samples and stuff like that. And like, I figured out when I throw in those like 90s sample beats, like it's very easy to get introspective to, you know what I'm saying? It's very like, it's like you just get in your feelings instantly. That's how I know Drake, just like how he bodies it. Cause like, it's very easy to let your emotions out on those beats. So I picked like, I don't know, 17 of those beats and just went like real introspective on them. So I tried to stay diverse. I tried to do the pop thing for a little bit. I kind of steered away from that, but yeah, I mean, that's how I consider myself. So.
Okay, so you're a diverse artist.
Yeah.
I like when artists like they don't necessarily put themselves in a lane. They more so leave it up to not only the fans, but their music to put them in that lane. You know, I would definitely say your music, I would put it like in a mix of like Bryson Tiller meets Eminem.
Mm-hmm. I get that all the time.
Like,
which isn't a bad
metaphorically, you're so Eminem.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Especially, I forgot the name of the song. I think it's the song that I used in your promo flyer.
Alexis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. There was actually a video where you kind of compared a song that Eminem did in the song that you're doing in the video. Quote me on this because I'm not sure which one it is.
I'm not sure which one it is, to be honest with you either.
I seen it on your Instagram page.
I've done a few of those where I have like a line or something like that. Oh, okay, got it. It's Superman. It's
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I was like, oh, that's
I was blanking for a second. Yeah, it was my record Ashley, which sampled Superman. It was supposed to be on my new album, but it didn't get the feedback I wanted to, so I just took it off. But
I liked it.
A lot of people did like it, and then a lot of people didn't like it because I don't know.
But then again, I'm into that like dual. I want to say that was a dual personality type of thing.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of into that stuff. Yeah. Eminem's one of my top.
Oh yeah.
He plays that perfectly. Yeah. So I can say that as far as that is concerned, you are definitely right in the middle of the Bryson Tiller and Eminem fave.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That's
good, right?
Yeah. Very high praise.
Okay, all right. Because I don't like to like put people in a category that they don't want to be like, no, I don't think I'm done. But yeah. You, okay. So what do you think about like Eminem so far as an artist?
He's a legend. I mean, he's top one for me. Like he's one of my biggest inspirations. Lil Wayne is probably my biggest, but Eminem is number 2, if not 1B. You know, and I still enjoy his music to this day. It's what I mostly listen to be honest with you. His new album, Music to Be Murdered By, phenomenal. But my favorite album by him is Recovery. So I guess that's where I get my pop influence because he did a lot of pop on that. But
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but he's phenomenal.
So you mentioned Eminem and Lil Wayne, which they're somewhat the same as far as psyche is concerned, but as far
Yeah.
as music, they're like two different opposites of the spectrum. What about those two different artists inspired your music today?
Um, the one thing that Lil Wayne inspired me to start like making music in general because I heard him on the radio one day. I think it was Lollipop, and I heard him on the radio, and I was like, "Oh my God! Like this guy's like a superstar. Like you could hear it in his voice that he's a super." And then I think I saw the video, and I'm like, everything about this guy encapsulates like superstar. You know what I'm saying? And his metaphors, his similes, his tone of voice, his voice inflections, it just really it comes together, and it really influenced my music. And then Eminem, obviously, also the voice inflections, the real punchy metaphors, and everything about Wayne that they both do so well. So that's just really like why I love them so much and what influenced my music.
Okay, so on your new album, Red, right?
Yep.
Would you say that more of your music was on the Bryson Tiller side than the Eminem and Lil Wayne?
Yes, it would definitely be considered more on the Bryson Tiller Drake side. But I can't sing, so that's the one thing that's different. I like to call it R&B rap music because it tells an emotional, story about relationships and all that, but it's more with rapping and bars. So it's definitely more on the Bryson Drake side as far as content, but still with the bars and punchlines as far as, Eminem and Lil Wayne go. So
Is it easy for you to tap into that type of emotional side? A lot of men, like, they have to go back to that ex-girlfriend that completely did them dirty. From what I see, you're happily in a relationship.
I am.
So, like, I'm sure a few of your songs were like you had to like tap into that dirty.
Well,
that did you dirty? You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's funny because I actually wrote this album before I got into a relationship.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and every track on the album is named after a person that has either left me on red or I've left on red. So that's kind of the story of the album.
Well, that's some tea right here. Hold on.
Yeah, so it's easy to tap into those emotions when you're feeling those emotions. Right now, I don't know how easy it would be. Like, it helped with the beats and everything, because obviously, like I said, the 90s samples, you get into your emotions real quick. But I haven't tried that style right now. I wrote that like a year ago. So.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now, I just gotta know, right? You said it's every girl. So when you put it out, like, you think people gonna hit you up like, yo, you talking about me?
I've already had people do that when I released the track list. I mean, yeah, I don't care, to be honest, though. Like, it's music, it's my interpretation, it's my, experiences. So, it'd be wrong for me not to express it,
I'm not gonna lie, if you was my ex-boyfriend and you thought that you was gonna make a song about me, I would find the dopest rapper to make a diss track.
Yeah. I mean, it's not all bad stuff. It's like all like...
I'm sure some of it is good. But like, for instance, I always think any rapper, any musician, period, has to tap into a part of their life when they're creating music. Yeah. For instance, Nas has a lot of songs on there that I think are in reference to people that he's been with. One being Nicki Minaj. Mm-hmm. Like, I just feel like there are a lot of things on his recent work that are in reference to his personal life.
Yeah.
And when you portray yourself as a gangster thug, it's kind of hard for us to be like,
yeah,
we don't think you said, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I definitely get the fact that I respect the fact that you admitted that, yeah, a lot of those songs are about a couple of my exes, shorties that left me on red.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's my life. So,
yeah.
And not only is they're about girls. Like I have a song on my album about my brother. I have a song about a couple of my old friends that did me dirty, or one that I don't talk to anymore because of a sickness that, you know, I kind of, you know, regret not talking to him anymore. But, you know, there's a lot of like deep records on my album that I'm sharing. So it's not just about girls.
I'm sure. Mm-hmm. But now it's like you're kind of telling your life story. Well, I mean, everybody tells their life story in their work of art. Yeah. But this is more in depth for you, you feel?
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's definitely my most in-depth piece of work emotionally. Because previously I would just be doing like bar rap, you know, heavy bars, punchlines and all that. But this,
which is okay.
Yeah, which is great. I mean, I love it. But this is definitely like more storytelling wise, another level for me.
And people get to see your range as an artist, which is very important, because if you get, not for nothing, it's great to get known for your bars, but if you get known for your music,
yeah,
it's even better.
Definitely.
You know? So after you put in all the hard work, submitted the track list, the artwork, what was that feeling? What was that automatic reaction after that?
Relieved. Actually, it wasn't relieved. It was half relieved, half I don't know if I'm ready yet, because I don't know. I'm such a perfectionist with everything. Like, this album took me so long to make because of Corona and everything. The studio shut down. I was going to a specific studio that, you know, wasn't open for a little bit. I have a studio in my house, but I was going to one just for this album. And then I had so many sessions and features I had to get and everything. And I was relieved that it was all done, but I was also like, kept listening to it just to like, you know, see if I wanted to change anything. And my girlfriend was like, just stop listening to it. You know, you're just going to find more things to pick at. And I'm like, you know, it's good. So she was right. So it's ready to release now.
Okay. So did you put together like a little listening party, a little session yet?
I was going to plan a release party. I decided against it just because of Corona and everything. And also financial.
I was gonna plan it for you. Now you've got my hopes up. All right, go ahead.
And I'm probably just gonna have a little get together with my friends, to be honest. But I don't know. I might do like a Zoom release party or something like that later on. Not release party, listening party. But I'm not sure yet. We'll have to see.
Listen, I have a spot. It's Corona friendly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You invite 10 people, 5 media, 5 influencers.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how you get the buzz.
Okay.
A lot of times, artists are so selective with their work.
Yeah.
And it's not a bad thing, but it's like they're scared to share with other people that don't necessarily know them as an individual. Mm-hmm. But that's the beauty of art.
Yeah.
Because when you show people your art, like, hey, this is what I created, random strangers,
yeah,
they're going to observe it and pick it apart themselves and see how it resonates to them.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's important that you mix it up as far as, like, listening sessions are concerned. I always say 5 media and then 5 influencers.
Yeah.
Kill it that way. Definitely. Mix up, put some producers in there because they might want to work with you.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much it. You know, just to get a vibe for your artistry.
Yeah, definitely. And I wanted to do something, you know, bigger and everything, but it's just like with everything going on and like financially, I could pull it, but it was like it's gonna make me take a big hit. And like, is it really gonna, you know, pan out as well as I want to with everything going on? But we'll have to see. You know, maybe I'll do something.
Listen, you're dope. Just hit me up after and we'll see what we can work out.
All right. Sounds good.
We'll see what we can work out. So Long Island is where you reside.
Yes.
And so far what you're saying is that everybody out, there's some hitters out. I actually live in Long Island. Oh, but yeah. I'm from Brooklyn. So there are some spitters out here in Long Island. Definitely. For everybody that doesn't know, a lot of some legends came from Long Island. If I'm not mistaken, Busta Rhymes is from Long Island.
I think so, but I'm not 100% sure yet.
He's from Roosevelt or Hempstead.
He beats me. Maybe. I don't know.
I think.
Do you know?
So what was that? Mm-hmm.
Do you know Passport General or Nick Moody?
Nick Moody.
Nick
I
Moody.
know Nick Moody.
He's fire. He's on my album. Buddy Lofton. Do you know Buddy Lofton?
Sounds familiar.
Sounds familiar. He's a spitter from Long Island. Who else? Somebody else. I'm forgetting somebody else, but there's a lot of spitters on Long Island, you know.
So you did a lot of like, what's a very known concert series out here in Long Island? Earwax Sessions.
Yes.
You've done a lot of those.
Okay. Yes, I've done a decent amount of Earwax Sessions. Still trying to get my feet wet with performing. I haven't done as much as I wanted to, especially with Corona and everything. But yeah, I've done a decent amount.
Come to a Spill It performance will make you feel at home and welcome. I'm there. It's the spot. It's the spot to be. I'm telling you.
Hit me up with some.
So what? Let's say, I know things are kind of different, like living out here in Long Island. Mm-hmm. As far as influencers are concerned, like teachers, best friends, who would you give credit to as far as your artistry is concerned?
As far as my artistry, probably my brother. He's the person that definitely got me into music in the first place. I remember just as a little kid, because he's 11 years older than me. So as a little kid, I'd be driving in the back seat and he'd throw on like some Usher or some Eminem or something like that. And like Usher is one of my favorite artists as well. And it's just like, as a young kid, like hearing, such great music is pretty much where all my, influence was derived from. So I would have to give that a lot to him. And he rapped when he was younger too. I didn't take it as seriously as I do, but he was pretty good. So
do you think your brother right now would get on a track with you? Just for,
I actually have older songs.
Rivalry thing?
He now admits that I'm better than him, but and he always jokes around that he's like, oh, when am I gonna get on a track with you or whatever? I'm like, whenever you want. And he's like, nah, I'm too old. I'm like, if you want, you can hop on, but he's just joking. So yeah, no, I don't think it would ever happen, but
you have to pressure him.
I would. He's good. Like, he's dope. But like, he's got 2 kids now and everything. I don't think he's really big into.
You're right. It takes like how many hours? Right around real quick. You're like, yo. Once he gets started, like that's what everybody does. When they stop what they've had a passion for at one point, once they get started, they're like, yo, I just wrote this crazy. Oh my God, this rhyme. You gotta hear it. This is gonna be dope for the record. Next thing you know, you guys are making a whole album together and y'all are gonna take over. There's gonna be no more shady records.
I don't know about that, but I might have to pressure him, tell him get on. I mean, he was dope, so.
Yeah, brother. What's his name?
Gregory. He actually has.
Gregory?
Yes.
Gregory.
Yes.
Gregory, you gotta get on the next album.
Yes.
You missed the first one, but you gotta get on the next album.
Well, he didn't miss the first one because he's got a title track, so his name.
Oh, Gregory. Okay, all right. Well, you got a title track.
Yeah.
But we need to hear some bars.
Yeah.
So Gregory, get on the next album. What if y'all did a freestyle together? That's what I need.
Freestyle. I don't know. Maybe he down for that. I don't know. I'll show him this, and he'll probably blush. He'll be like, all right, I'll do it.
As far as freestyles are concerned, you are killing the game, yo.
Thank you.
You are killing the game right now.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So one question.
Yes.
So the Anthony and John.
Mm-hmm.
Is John the puppet?
No. Okay. So AnthonyxJohn is my name, and then Little Talent is the baby doll. He's my son. Little Talent is a mumble rapper, and I like to say that I'm sonning these mumble rappers, so that's why his name is Little Talent, because he has little talent. So
I love the marketing. That is great.
Thank you.
Wow. Okay. And it's only by coincidence that he looks like Tekashi 69, right?
We actually tried to make him look like Little Pump. It more came out like Takashi, but either way it works because they're both kind of mobile rappers. But
I
so
know. Okay, okay. So will he make appearances in recent videos from your newest or from your first project? Will he make like appearances?
he made an appearance in my Ashley/Superman video. I have a couple videos coming out off the Red album, and I'm shooting one still. One's already done. He didn't make an appearance in the previous one, so I'm thinking about throwing him in the next one. But I want this album to be more serious, so like I'm kind of like pushing him to the left a little bit. But he'll be back. He'll return in other skits and stuff.
I was shocked that he didn't make an appearance tonight.
Oh, he's actually in my car. He's sitting in my trunk. He's been in there for he's been in there for a little bit. So probably a couple weeks.
Oh.
It's all right. He's got his lean cup. He'll be good. He's chilling. You don't know what's going on.
Just because he's a mumble rapper doesn't mean that he don't have feelings. You gonna leave the man in the trunk or the doll in the trunk?
He's got his phone in there, hitting up all his hoes. He's all right. He's chilling in the back seat.
Yes, he's hitting up all his hoes.
Definitely.
So, as far as accomplishments are concerned,
Yes.
do you feel like you've reached a certain level in your artistry as far as accomplishments?
Not really. I mean, I've done a lot of things. You know, I've worked with some of the greatest rappers that I've ever, touched a mic. Cassidy, King Crooked. Worked with Funk Flex or whatever. But I just want to keep getting bigger and keep, improving. I'm not a great singer. I would love to get better at singing, and I love autotune and everything. So I've never really had to be better at singing because I've used autotune, but that's something I would love to get better at. Writing choruses, I would love to get better at as well, even though I'm pretty good at that. But, there's just a lot of things that I would like to do. But no, I haven't reached my potential yet.
So out of those things, which would you say that you would be working towards in 2021 to improve for your next project?
Probably the choruses thing. I feel like choruses are very, they've always been huge, but just like they're super prevalent now. Like just with melodies, everybody knows the melody more than the words, in today's market, especially on TikTok and everything, with TikTok dances and everything. So I would just like to get better at song making, even though I feel like I'm pretty good, but like just to reach that next level would be very important for me.
Okay. It's very important to reach a certain level or to know that you have work to still do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So as far as your background is concerned,
mm-hmm.
How do you think that your background has influenced your artistry today?
My background. Well,
your culture, religion, where you're from, your friends, your home life.
Well, I'm very I'm very loyal, I would say. Just like relationships mean everything to me. And like not just relationships with my girl or whatever. I'm talking about like relationships like family, friends, just those experiences. They played a big part in my music, especially on this new album. So really that's what influenced me. My religion, not really. I'm Christian, but it didn't really like influence me. And that's really it, that's what I would say.
Okay.
Me.
So your loyalty, you feel like, plays a big part in your artistry?
Definitely.
Are you loyal to your engineer and your producers?
I'm loyal to my engineer, Juan. Shout out my engineer, Juan. Producers, not so much. I usually skip around on YouTube and everything. My boy, A-Laz, he actually just got into producing. He's actually got really good very quickly. He actually was sampling a confession, the Confessions Part 2 by Usher for me. I'm still waiting on that beat from him. He sent me a snippet, and it sounds absolutely fire.
The part 2?
Yeah, Confessions Part 2. He's sampling it. He sent me a snip, and it sounds absolutely fire. But I'm waiting for the finished version. So he's starting to get into producing a little bit. So I'll probably stick with him for a little bit. But I usually go to YouTube producers and everything.
Okay. And out of any of your YouTube searches, which one would you say is like your go-to? Do you have a go-to?
Oh, Lil Mosey type beats. Lil Mosey, 90 sample type beats. Definitely. That's hits the mark, because that's what I did for the last album. And like I said, it's so easy to write to. It's like the sample pretty much tells you what mood you're in. And
exactly.
And it's so easy to write to. So, and it sounds dope.
So other than Usher, what other 90s type R&B or even hip hop artists would you say influenced you on your new project?
Other than Usher, I don't know. I mean, Eminem, like, obviously, I have a 50 Cent sample on there.
All right.
Yeah, I kind of like PG Many Men, kind of PG-ize it. What else? I have a few samples on there. Like I have the Genuine sample on Alexis. That's pretty much it. What I'm thinking of. I'd have to go through my track list, but that's pretty much it.
You have the Genuine sample.
Yes.
Which one is that? Which song?
Alexis. That's Changes, I believe it is. It's the one that Pop Smoke just did. Which I was actually like, oh fuck, Pop Smoke put one out with the same exact sample. But my whole life has changed by anything.
Oh,
yeah. That one.
Oh, and I'm sitting up here thinking about the song, like freaking singing the song in my head. But I'm like, nah, it's not called Changes. It is called Changes.
I think it is.
It is called Changes.
Yeah.
It is.
It's such a dope song too, and like I can't even remember the name of it sometimes. Like
somebody said that you have archives of music.
I got archives of freestyles. Definitely, yeah, I got like fucking years of freestyles. But
as far as your top 3 freestyles, minus the Punk Flex, because clearly you're one. So
yeah.
clearly that was popping, right?
Yeah.
Out of all the top 3, what are your top 3 favorites
that I've ever done? I've done one to Homicide by Logic and Eminem. I kind of stuck with the double time flow that they did, and that was definitely one of my favorites. I think it got one of the most engagement that I've ever done. It got like 10,000 or 11,000 views or something like that. And then another one that I did was Thank You Next by Ariana Grande, which is a weird one, but it's, I don't know, I rap to it, and you're not supposed to rap to that song, and I thought I did it pretty well. That one got a lot of engagement.
You're not?
What happened?
You're not?
Well, you can't. It's a pop song, but and it's a pop song by a girl, so I kind of did the male version, which was pretty dope. And then my last, I've done so many. I just dropped one, a Bryson Tiller freestyle. Bryson Tiller and Drake, they put out of Time. I just dropped it out.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Yeah. I just dropped it, I don't know, 30 minutes ago. So that one's really dope. I don't know if it's my number 3, but it's the one I can think of right now. So.
Okay. Those are good. Those are good top freestyles.
Yeah.
All right. So as far as your freestyles are concerned, now that you're pushing your your first ever project, actually album, do you think that's going to take more of a back burner, or are you still going to keep it on a weekly basis?
I try to do one every week. I don't think it'll ever take a back burner, just because I love writing and freestyling to people's beats already, because it's so easy. Like, you have the concept of the song, you have like the flow, even though I don't use the same flow, but if you wanted to like use the same flow, you could. But I just enjoy like remixing songs. That's another thing that I get from Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne literally was on every remix under the sun.
Every remix
Didn't
there
matter.
ever was.
Didn't matter.
He was on his own
song.
remixes.
Yeah, exactly. A pop song, a rock song, it didn't matter. So like hearing him on a bunch of remixes and all that stuff, like that's another thing I get from him. So I don't think it'll ever stop, to be honest.
Okay. Do you have? I didn't see really like a name for these freestyles that you do every so often.
Like what do you mean? Like a tag?
Like a hashtag name, like a tag name.
No, I kind of just brand them as like freestyles. I probably should. They'd probably be good to market and brand and them as something. But you just gave me ideas, so thank you.
I'm not ideas daily, but I give ideas.
Yeah,
okay.
Sure.
I give ideas, and we're gonna talk later about your album release event because I think you should still have one.
Yeah.
You know, it's your first project. And it's your baby, you know, it's something that you actually put work into and you're like, damn, and you looked over this track list a million times, looked over the songs a million times till your girlfriend got tired. This is important to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I was her, I'd be like, we having a goddamn party.
No, she's very supportive with everything. Like, she's very,
I believe you. I believe you 100%. I can see, you know, she's definitely from on your social media. She's definitely put in that work.
Mm-hmm.
Put in that work. So what's next for you, Mr. Anthony?
Next, I have a couple records after the album that I guess I'll just announce here. One with Graf. I don't know if you're familiar with Graf, but I with him. And then I have another record with Crypt, the rapper. He's a YouTube rapper. I believe he's got like 83,000 followers, but he's got 1 million followers on YouTube. So I have a feature with him, and those are probably the two biggest tracks that I have coming up after that, after the album releases. But I'm very excited for those. So
what was your experience working with those two, Graf?
It was more of a send over the song type thing. Graf was very nice, very, very professional. We met at a show. I opened for him at a show, actually. I met him, we chopped it up a little bit, and then a couple months down the line, I hit him for a feature, and he said, yeah, let's do it. And I sent him over a track that was actually supposed to be on Red, but I didn't want it to be because I knew it would be a bigger record considering Graf is going to be on it. So I didn't want the album to drown it out. So I figured I'd use it as a follow-up. And then with Crypt, I actually went through this site called Indie Amplify that just started up. Indie Amplify, it's a new site that helps indie artists get features. Like there's a list of artists that are, bigger and have big followings that you can just reach out through the site. And they're just like, okay, what do you want? You pay them and you can get the feature. They also help with marketing, playlisting. What else? Engineering, music videos, cinematographers. So I reached out to Indie Amplify, and he sent me back the verse in 2 days, and it worked out really well. So
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, definitely.
I like where you're heading with it. You're not trying to drown out your own sound and what your ambitions are and your goals are for your own artistry, but you're trying to add to it. Yeah. And that's important. It's a great idea that you didn't put that track on there with you and Graf.
Definitely. Thank you.
Great idea. So, other than features, what else is next for you and your brand? What else is next? After you put out this project, are you going right back in the studio, putting out another one, or are you trying to build on going to the shows? Like, what's next?
I'm really just, when this album releases, I'm really just trying to push this album. I'm not trying to get off of it so soon like I've done with other music, because there's 17 tracks on it. There's definitely enough, and I know a lot of them, like, if they don't appeal to someone, they're gonna appeal to somebody else. Like, a lot of them are super, super dope. I'm very confident in like what I put in this album. So
yes, be it.
Yeah.
Everything on this, you gotta be like, everything on there is fire.
Yeah.
Everybody's about to rock to this. Kanika's gonna play it in her Jeep. It's gonna be fire.
Yeah. I mean, I know you are. But yeah, I got 2 music videos off of it, so I'm planning on stretching that out. I want to do more shows. It's kind of hard to do that with Corona and everything, but I mean, I'm not scared of Corona or anything, but I just haven't like seen anything really popping. I should reach out a little bit more. And then I'll always be in. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we'll set something up. I'm ready. I'm ready. H2O always does shows and everything, so or events and everything. So, and then I'll always be in the studio or whatever. I got a list of records in my back pocket. It's just those 2 features that I have are the biggest things that are probably coming out soon. So,
I feel like you have a lot of great things left. Who is that girl in the background on the poster? I've been looking at her for half an hour. I need to know who she is. Is that Aaliyah?
Yeah, that's Aaliyah.
Oh, okay.
Well, the story behind that is I have Biggie on the wall over here. I did a pop song. It was called The 90s. And I had to dress out my room, like deck out my room with like 90s stuff. I have a box TV over there and a Nintendo 64 over there. I just never removed everything. So it's all pretty much just props from my 90s video. But
nice.
Yeah.
As far as visuals, are you dropping any visuals from your project?
Yeah, I got the 2 music videos. One with Passport General. He's pretty big. And then one with Buddy Lofton that we're working on now. But other than that, I want to do a 3rd one, but it just depends on the reception for the other 2. But yeah, just those are the ones that I have coming out. So
my biggest advice to you is push out as many, even just get them done. As many videos as you can, because we never know, like you brought up Corona, we never know with this COVID thing, the way that it's going, and everything could shut down in an instant.
Yeah.
And you don't want to have a big body of work and only have a couple visuals. You know what I'm saying? So push out everything you can. Just get it done.
And you spoke about loyalty. Like, I'm super loyal to my cinematographer, Box Visuals. He's dope as cinematographer on Long Island. I do all my videos with him.
Maybe I might book him one time.
You have to. He's so dope, and he's not afraid of Corona, so he's ready to go out whenever. So
a lot of them aren't.
No, but you know.
Okay. Dope.
Yeah.
Well, it was great chatting with you.
It was great chatting with you as well.
I love everything that you got going on. The future is looking very bright for you.
Thank you.
Tell everybody what else you have going on real quick. Tell them where they can find all your music, your social media platforms before we get on here and we end the night on a good note.
Okay, so you can find all my freestyles and all my content on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook at AnthonyxJohn. My new album Red is releasing October 16th on all platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, pretty much everything. And then I have my music videos dropping from them with Passport General. Features include Nick Moody, Buddy Lofton, Big Kev, Morgan Britt. And yeah, I got those upcoming records with Graph and Crypt the Rapper. So look out for those.
Shout out to Graph. Shout out to Crypt the Rapper. Shout out to everybody on Long Island that's a spitter. Shout out to Nick Moody, who's been dodging my DMs. No, I'm just
kidding. Oh, shit.
I call him out all the time in the DM. I'll be like, hello, like, what's up, Nick? Like, you live in Long Island. It's nothing for me to pop up, but I'm going to get to that later.
He's a good dude. He'll get to you.
He's dope. I love everything that he's doing. Have a great night. Thank you for coming on to another Tea and Hip Hop. I hope to see you at one of my shows.
Yes.
Don't be scared of the Corona. Nobody was. There was about 30 people there. They was killing it.
I'm ready. I'm ready for it.
Yes. Have a good night. Thank you.
Well. Thank you for having me on.
Bye.
Bye.
That was dope. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. That was another Tea and Hip Hop special with AnthonyxJohn. Nick Moody, I'm coming for you. You up next. Or no Long Island rapper is safe. Nobody from Long Island is safe around me. Everybody, I got a booker. Everybody getting an interview. Everybody getting a tea and hip hop interview. Everybody getting on my live. Everybody getting seen on Spill It. It's the takeover. It's a takeover. Sick. Up next for Spill It. Okay. Bay Brunch, October 24th. B. Morgan is going to be up in the motherfucking building. Stan Michael will be up in the building. There'll be vendors. There'll be hookah. There'll be bartenders. There'll be a chef. There'll be me. That's all that matters, right? No, I'm joking. I am Bay. I am Bay. I am Bay. I am Bay. I would get up, but this whole internet would crash. I am Bay. Fuck you talking about?